Today is March 24th, 2025. Yesterday, on the 23rd, was down in Carrollton at Virginia's. Some guy was behind me, and I told you he's the one claiming he's running it. He's in charge. He's a human trafficker. He's bullshitting you people. He has no authority. But your ignorance. He's pulling a scam on you. I mean, the stuff he said made my stomach hurt. Made my stomach hurt. And I'm sitting there cringing. You know, my phone is bugged by the police and the FBI for that FBI case. Do you know when I sat outside in the garage with my friend Jim, and we're talking about his son that edits movies for a living. He's got an app on his phone. He said he could do everything from words out of sentences, other sentences, put heads on somebody else's body, put different hair color, eye color, clothing, scenery. He could Photoshop everything. And with an app on his phone. He knows how to do it. That's what he does for a living. The movies you watch on TV, that's what he does. Okay? Well, you know, I went out and Officer Mark showed up with a bunch of guys. Listened to her and her friend talk on the garage. They really can do all of this. I know. Okay? So while I was in that restaurant, guess what they heard? Asshole behind me. Confess. He thinks he's running. That he's in charge. You are so not in charge. You're nothing but a piece of fucking shit. You're horse shit. You're pulling everybody's leg. You are nothing but a human trafficker. You are no real attorney. Because no real attorney would talk like you. You're nothing but a human trafficker. Scamming people. Look at them for who they are. Pull back the facade of who they're lying they are. They're the human traffickers. Bullshitting people. Bullshitting. I heard that former agent John went up and told him and that guy, for his family buying her, that he may lose everything. It serves him right, this stupid idiot. Heard the idiot got fired for telling on her for calling the FBI hotline. Serves him right. I'm in charge now. You ain't in charge. You are not in charge. You ain't nothing but a piece of shit. You're another pig in a bikini with red heels putting lipstick on. You're still a pig. I don't care what shade of lipstick you put on. You're still a human trafficker. Pulling a big scam. I told everybody nobody's kid to care what happens to her or what people do to her because she was faking she was sick, and when that family was grieving, it was a medication error and it didn't affect them at all. They were bullshitting people to help them get away with murder. It was over. The police already documented it. They already confessed to an investigator that they did this because they thought I was following Tim and Katie, and Strange ordered it. September 18th, 24. I was telling my client's neighbor not to say anything. This was all over Linda following Tim and Katie, and they thought it was me. It's already documented in the case, idiot. They just use their family's tragedy. Tragedy. And her father murdered her kid in vehicular homicide. I wasn't even there. And somebody just called me a faker 6 months later, and it was a medication error, medical malpractice. Almost killed me. Had nothing to do with her father murdering her kid. It didn't affect him in any way what they said about me. See? Gotta get past the bullshit. Okay. He said, that idiot set it up no one can talk to her. And then he told her to admit to no wrongdoing. And all the stuff I got on her, you got shit on me. And that idiot, gee, what do you do? It's called checkmate. It's literally called checkmate. So, where he sort of told the police he was acting that way to get the drug dealers. Oh, for God's sakes. Deep inside of me, Agent John, I hope you didn't get fired. I hope it was a big scam and for you to infiltrate their game. And to bullshit the people that were trying to defraud you with photoshopping and washing yourself in drug confessions. Done by the drug cartel, and it's documented and verified by the police. I was framed before, and it was a drug cartel in my home before. And documented and verified it was a medication error that made me sick before. And another woman was even using my insurance. The police have already took care of this. So you can cut your bullshit out. And then he's like, I went to Officer Mark, and he said she can't handle it. That's why she's always chewing on that gum. I know she's trying to take all those vitamin supplements. It'll never work. After everything they did, it won't help her. You know, fuck you. And you didn't talk to Officer Mark because Officer Mark would have ripped you a new one. It's coming down to that. I've seen him get in two big drug dealers' faces. You try to pull this shit with him, he would have ripped you a new one. Huh? You know, it's a sick way of getting evidence on the human traffickers. One of the ones you're running a scam on. List them, informant, money, immunity, act like a crazy cult person like you're going along with the scam. Feed them back to them with illegally bugged phone, bugged car, and bugged home. And police document it every day under police surveillance while that person's getting hurt and then getting them dead to rights. It's a sick way, but effective. They called it on the news the despicable act of some law enforcement feeding women and children back to the drug dealers to get them. It is despicable, but effective. Now, we're going to have another talk. And that guy running his mouth like that, my stomach turned and turned and turned. Let alone Thursday night when I went to go to work outside, there was a guy talking on the phone to this other guy really loud. That how his grandfather bought me for one of them. He was the one they made fun of me for wanting to go out with someone else. He don't know which one of us he wants to go out with. There's more of me that they're watching. Yeah. And those people saying she's not good enough to go out with, and I found out she went out with police officers and sheriffs and business owners, even with what people were saying. Because you know what? Educated people realize it's a scam. Educated people. And that no one can do this. Oh, that guy in the restaurant, he insulted the police too. Police really think there's something, don't they? But following her around, telling everybody she's with them. The guy in the restaurant. And no one's allowed to say a word to her. There's a court order, bitch. For protected home custody for an FBI informant from a judge. For the life of peace as an informant, nothing legally stated, dated against you again, and only for you, and only for you. What do we do this for? Always put it back as if it never happened. You can't be legally charged for anything again for working this case, and you have that money to live on. Admit to no wrongdoing, and I'll take care of everything in the end. Bite me. There's a quarter from a real judge for them to follow me around for the rest of my life. Immunity for the rest of my life. So where you say, oh, we're going to take care of her for the drug confessions or the photoshopping, I've heard of in the other room. My God, what a sick mind would do that. But these people sell people. Now I want you to think about that. Photoshopping and washing yourself in the shower in the other room. Nobody even knew about it. Because it was photoshopped and they didn't know about the drug. It was a drug cartel in my home before. A bunch of drug cartel guys thought they could pull a fast one on an FBI agent. There's a court order. Like the police announced real loud in 19, we'll set it up that no one will ever touch her again in her life after what those people did. Even Officer Mark will take care of no wrongdoing in life because he knew she wouldn't abuse it. I have one traffic ticket from 89 and I paid my ticket. Where they run around telling people I had charges, I've never been prosecuted for anything. They lied. It's a scam. Just like, oh, she was found insane before. I've never been in a state hospital. I never had a competency hearing. I don't have a social worker. I don't have a guardian, and I'm not on disability. They lied. That's why I call them the Pinocchio group. The liar, liar, pants on fire call. So all they do is run around causing chaos and bullshitting people. That guy's not in charge. He's nothing but a human trafficker. The guy saying he's running it now was behind me. The one that's supposed to be attorney running, he ain't no attorney. Oh my God. We went from there. My stomach was turning over to my boyfriend's friend's house. Went home, started feeling a little better. And then stomach starting to hurt again. I had to go to work. And on the way up there, the thought of where Thursday night that guy showed up and admitted his grandfather bought me. He don't know which one of us to go out with. He bought us for one of them up there. There's a them and a us. That means the scam they're pulling on me is they're pulling it on other women. Get it? And it's that older Indian. Oh, that guy in the restaurant was making fun of him too. Heard it, some older Indian guy fell in love with her watching her. Ha! Shut up. He's a Florida human trafficker. He's a Florida human trafficker. Watching women through button cameras, stalking them. Huh? His own private pet collection. You know, I talked to a retired CIA agent. She's like, you know, Karen, I can tell you've been around the human traffickers. She said the way you stand, the way you talk, the way you present yourself screams mafia mama. You can tell you've been around them and exposed to them. I said, well, they were so mean they'd walk by me. We want your hair color this way. Your hair looks terrible. Fix it. Da 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 da. You are to stand with your feet together. When you bend down, straight down, feet together. When you sit with your hands on top of each other, not together. When you speak correctly. So don't say your day went good. It went well. You are to wear a belt with jeans. You're to wear a hose with a skirt. Now, one time I went out with without hose on and a skirt. They screamed at me in the mall. How dare you? You know what she told me? You better be careful. The special outfit will come out. I said, I heard of that special outfit. That means you're sold. And if they ever say you're gorgeous, it means they want to kill you. Where he doesn't know which one of us to date, I bet it's Sal, his little pet collection. That, if you listen to Sheriff Grady on YouTube, okay, Florida human traffickers will have 14 victims that they have 100 people watching, running scams on them. So law enforcement don't help them. And when they find out they're being scammed, they have to physically remove them because they're too afraid of law enforcement. As a victim, I want to say shame on you. You should never fall for a drug scam. Ever. For God's sakes, ever. But this is Florida. It's a Florida drug cartel. The one that showed up at Faith Family Church. The ones that were impersonating the FBI. Yeah. The ones that my neighbors seen, went to the U.S. Marshals to tell them about. 3,000 people seen them. Said they work for Judge Peter. A lot of them. The other ones were impersonating the FBI. Huh? The ones that raped and tortured me. The ones that crushed my head in. The ones that human trafficked me. The big truck guys. Yeah. Where Judge Peter's daughter showed up. Yeah. Those people were drug traders and human traffickers from Florida. And we work for Judge Peter. It's Peters. Okay. Well, that guy admitted where on January 22nd, 2019, where I went to get my stomach scoped, they pushed me through the back doors to get to the room. This older guy from India was there. And my beautiful princess, my beautiful, beautiful princess, you tell those people to make sure nothing happens to her. Then that India family started following me. And then part of the Florida human traffickers, there was 3 Indian men, 3 generations. They said they were doctors. In Maslin and Wendy's, they were talking about relocating people to Florida. There was even a doctor running experiments on people down there. I would be out in Belden, and they would say the doctor's outside the food court and wants to talk to you. I'd find someone to talk to and go out through Macy's. They would even say he was outside Walmart. I would find someone to talk to, go out the other door. Hell no, you're not taking me to Florida run experiments. I mean, I don't want to meet that man. Don't want to die. Run away. Dear God. Can't make me. Youngest one name was Henry. I told you he was a freak. Told people I had too low of an IQ to ever meet. Huh? It would make his head hurt to talk to me? Fuck you. Little trolley da. You sell people for a living. You're a serial killer and a child molester. Calling me stupid? Don't affect me at all. And then they made fun of the people helping out. Look at all these idiot people helping out in this. They call them idiots. The idiot family. Yeah. Okay. Saturday morning, I went to go into work. The guy was out there on the phone again. Some guy named John showed up. Told me off. Who do you think you are? Keeping other men from going out with her. She would have been remarried a long time ago if it wasn't for you. And that he may lose everything and and really went off on this guy. Former Agent John. Hunted him down. I knew what he was talking about. I didn't say. But that guy in the restaurant, yeah, he knew it was a former Agent John. Told him off. Went to him. Okay? He was making fun of him. Okay? Well, last night, on the way to work, with all the crap and drama going on, my stomach started hurting. Breathe. These people have tortured me. Okay? I go and work, and that guy's out on the phone with that guy. Said, I heard that some group did it to her, that they even tortured her. I listened to her on the way up here. And the way she was talking tonight, she's too simple-minded. Fuck you, princess. To go out with. And then for another thing, I used to run, I did title loans for about 2.5 years. I took care of an office, one of the busiest ones. Well, a district was stepping down and it profited. They handed me a bunch of trainees, which slowed me down because I could write a title loan faster than you could ever imagine. I used to be really smart before I bashed my head in. Got a dent the size of a ball-peen hammer. 12/21/18, stab in the neck, bashed in the head, being raped and left for dead. And I'll tell you what, giving me 6 trainees. You know what? Where the last store manager walked out and that place was a wreck, we redid every file cabinet. Alphabetical order. Then per year, alphabetical order. Put them up in the loft, the other extra files. Organized that whole place. Cleaned it. Put my trainees to work. When the state showed up, they gave me a list of the files they wanted. I just went up to the boxes and got them out. And they looked at me and went, wow, it's never went this smooth. My notes for the trainees were broke down on a simple level to the point anybody could do them. And they used my notes in their company handbook. I got special recognition. Do we understand? If I have to act like a business manager, I can. I have been a retail banker and a banker. Business, you can act business-like. Business professional. I work as a DSP and I work with a handicap. I don't have to act business professional. And joking around with my boyfriend, keeping everything light, I don't have to act like a business professional. I don't have to put heels on, makeup on, put a nice business dress with a cardigan on, and look business professional and be a business professional. I got to be a DSP and help people through life and enjoy life in a simpler, kinder part of life. That makes me feel good about myself. And for you to call me simple, fuck you. You're a child molester and a serial killer. Do I care what you think of me? No. and was out there saying stuff about me being tortured. I heard that group tortured her and everything else. But he said, I just didn't know which one of them to date. The word them and the word us. He's got other women that he's watching. If he wanted to date us and he was a player, he'd just go out with a couple here, there, here, there. The whole thing of keeping women from dating other men, having his people watch them, it's who he wants to sell. Where special outfit means you're sold, date probably means sell. Because he never dates any of us. Get it? You know who that Indian guy is. Oh, he was out there saying some attorney showed up, and because that agent did not identify himself as an agent when he came and talked to me, nothing he can be used, and that attorney will take care of that federal agent. Bull hockey shit. Bull hockey shit. He came to tell you off for trying to ruin every man that tried to date me. You willingly confessed to an undercover federal agent. That's your own damn fault. You didn't have to talk to him. My car's legally bugged by the police with a court order. My phone's tapped by the police with a court order. Like they have announced in Walmart, the way that agent set it up, it's legal police surveillance with a court order that stands up in court without her. They never wanted me to testify against you. They wanted the legal police surveillance that stands up in court without me. Where the marshals showed up January 20th, 23. With my friend Maddie out in Worcester, where he had a friend on the police department knew about my case 2.5 hours away. Got a hold of the U.S. Marshals. Showed up and announced herself. Yeah. Oh, and all the police know that you guys hacked the login to the case and sold it, and it went hard telling, at least nationwide. It's on the web. All kinds of people have it. I can go in different states. That agent told all the church people that I called the FBI hotline, acted like a crazy occult person, told hundreds of people in front of the police, confessed on a recorded line that he told on me for calling the FBI, acted like a crazy call person, told the police he was just acting that way to get the drug dealers. Boy, did he get you. He got you all to confess under police surveillance with a court order, and the marshals showed up and blew the hell out of the cartel. He tricked you. Just like he doesn't have the authority to ask anybody to stay quiet. He's only a higher police officer, and then he's already confessed he told on a recorded line. That it makes it stupid, and then you stupid to fall for his scam. Okay? We're going to put it that way. He got you good. Now, Agent John, I like my money. January 25th, 2019 should be the day when that African-American man inside my house in John Thomas Road showed up while I'm crying in my room that he had paid $25,000 for me. They told him he couldn't have me yet. You got a picture of the man and Dave in the middle of the human trafficker sold me to him. You now know who that Indian guy, they sold me to him and his family, and they have a group of women they're doing this to. The word them, us. And that's where Florida watches like 14 at one time. You need to get them in the list of women they're having terrorized. I need my money, okay? Dave in the church is my ass. My God, this was a big case. I'm a little old lady. I need the money to help my kids, okay? We all know you don't have authority. See, I talked to a real criminal attorney. I talked to the prosecutor's office. I talked to the police. He takes a judge to put a gag order on you. He's just a police officer. He was only bullying you. It can't be in a court order that you can't say anything. It's illegal. Only a judge can put a gag order on you. And then it's like, well, he was already told. Then it becomes ridiculous. Infested. You actually think he's that stupid? Oh, and if you don't know, you made fun of him on June 7th, 23, how you fooled him with the steno tapes before. He told the police you'd never fooled him. He already knew everything was drugged and photoshopped. But he got your confession, you did it. He got you good. But you need to get that Indian guy. His grandson admitted that his grandfather bought me. He human trafficked me. And the thing of he doesn't know what as for one of them today, and he don't know which one of us today, so there's more than just me. Makes my stomach cramp. Okay? Knowing other people have been raped, tortured, skull bashed, and human trafficked for these assholes' entertainment. Sexual predators preying on women like this. It's sick. You need to get. Okay? And I like my money. Your car, your name. For your riffraff. Okay? Life of peace. I fight for it every day. And I realized a long time ago, the only way you get peace is to stand up for yourself. Okay.